well, I'm gonna play it out. And I'll pass. That's my turn one. Pretty good. Hey everybody, today we are playing Mystic Forge with just 4 blue cards. I guess 4 more if you count the traps in the sideboard, and I apologize, I'm not in the client right now because I already recorded and I just went back to do the deck tech, but they're in downtime right now, so I can't get into the client. This happens sometimes where I'm just so excited I build a list, I'm so excited to play it, I just want to play it. In fact, I was going to play it and not record it, and then as I was searching for a match, I was like, I should just record it. And so I play the matches, and now doing the deck. But this deck is broken. So I've basically been trying to build this deck for a while now. Like, I love PO. I tried to build a broken PO deck and couldn't, kind of abandoned the whole Monolith and key style and moved into 8-cast, or the shell at least. And we'll just play a bunch of baubles. It makes the mana solid. You can play Thoughtcast. This is a good shell for PO. And we had some success with that deck. Of course, the format has changed wildly since then. And then, of course, we branched off into no PO builds, which is like basically a similar thing, except without PO and a little more lower to the ground, a little more fair, but with still some combos. It was really good at leveraging Pyrite Spellbomb and dealing with Bowmasters when that was really popular, before MH3. And I've made various brews that did kind of move back into the Monolith style, like the 8 monoliths and a bunch of keys. Because really with PO, you need acceleration, but you also need permanent mana that you can pick up with Paradoxical Outcome. You can't, for instance, play Rituals, right? Because those won't get you value with the PO. This is the reason why this card is played a lot in Vintage, because they have Moxen. So Moxen both accelerates, and you can pick them up, put them back down again. That's how it works. Legacy, the best thing that we have is Grim Monolith, Mox Opal. Of course, you do have to reliably turn Mox Opal on. And then you have keys. Keys, often the issue is they don't do anything on their own, and they don't have enough things that, if you just have a handful of keys, you can counter your Monolith, and your keys don't do anything. Or they can counter your key, the Monolith doesn't do anything, so it's kind of like you either play not a full set of Monoliths and not a full set of keys, and then supplement with some other action, which is kind of what Mystic Forge does. But that plays closer to 20 lands, 19 lands. Plays a little bit slower. It was really good for when Vexing Bauble existed, because you could lead on a Vexing Bauble. You didn't really mind that you weren't like slamming something on turn 1. Now, more turbo-style Mystic Forge has gone through a lot of phases, right? I'm not an expert on it. I didn't dig into Mystic Forge when it first kind of blew up. I mean, before the ring, it was like an LED Echo. What's that orb card? Mesmeric Orb or whatever. The orb that when you untap a permanent, you get to mill a card, and then you can go infinite with Assault Monolith. It was a cool deck, and there was a time where it was pretty good. And then when the One Ring came, we used Paradox Engine, and it was still this turbo style. But it was always playing Karn, and obviously I don't like Karn. But I always felt it was a little bit awkward with the turbo style, right? Like, especially now that we have Fleshraker. I think Fleshraker is really what makes everything different, because you don't have to play some awkward win condition like one of. It's just a good, and it's acceleration, it's a mana engine, and it's a win condition. It makes Mystic Forge so much better. One of my huge problems with the deck of old was that Mystic Forge was just so underwhelming. Most of the time you would just play it and exile a card. I would always breathe such a sigh of relief when I was playing decks and they dropped a Mystic Forge. But Now I think we have cards to support it so that it is just ridiculously powerful. Now, one issue that I had with the PO lists is playing too many blue cards, right? There aren't enough good blue cards to really do what you want to do with PO. So you're trying to play Force of Will, and then you're going, well, I need at least 16, 17 blue cards, and then you're playing all these suboptimal blue cards. And you wind up with a really inconsistent PO. You're not that good of a Force of Will deck anyways. There's issues that you run into, various ways that you can solve those, and we've made various decks that do that, but I think the combination of subpar blue cards and the inconsistency of a bunch of keys and monoliths made it not fantastic. I have like a PO Mind's Desire LED Echo deck that is pretty decent, but it's still not exactly what I was trying to do. This deck, however, everything it does is super fast, right? Like your slowest, other than hands that are just slow and don't have a soul land or whatever. When you're slamming your 4-drop on turn 1, playing a ring is like the slow thing, right? Enough of the time you're just POing for a bunch and they're scooping, or you're playing Fleshraker into one of your 4-drops. I've come really close to turn 1 a couple times. The deck consistently turned 2s, and though in the past I've most of the time been against 8 keys, 8 monoliths, I think this is a build that really, really leverages it really well, and it has been performing incredibly well. I won't spoil, but I can say I've played 2 leagues, and both of them were very successful and convincing. One of which I arguably punted a trophy. So I'm very excited. It's very rare that you wind up with something, or it's very rare that I wind up with something that I perceive to be the best thing to be doing within an archetype. And in addition to that, the fun level is like maximized. Like playing 8 keys, 8 monoliths, 4 PO. It's a dream. I'm pumped. I'm going to be jamming this quite a bit. Maybe I'll play it in a challenge or something. Obviously, the sideboard is not an exact science. It's the first sideboard I've made. I just want to get a lay of the land. There's some things that are obvious that I know I want. And then there's some things that are just generally good, both for what's happening in the format and just generally, right? Trap and Leyline brings me great sadness to say is pretty good right now. I've been walking right into Trap quite a bit lately. Sitting on top of that grid is pretty good. And dodging Leyline is also very good. So, I hope you enjoy. I am currently very frustrated that there's downtime and I cannot play this right now, because that is all I want to do. So check it out. See you in round 1. Alright, here we are, round 1 against SG Jerry. We've got a lot of solid mana and a Saga, but no action. I think I'm supposed to mulligan. Similar except a grid. I'm actually going to keep this. Let's bottom the pedal. I mean, again, we have no action, but it's a 6 instead of a 7. We are on the draw. And grid is pretty good against blue decks, and of course, not a blue deck. Not a blue deck at all. That's a good draw, though. It's not really a way to convince them that we're not on an artifact deck. I guess I should have kept pedal. This wasn't really in line with the grid plan. Alright. We gotta hope we're not getting oofed, which almost surely we are. We're getting wastelanded. Okay. Well, now if I can hit pedal, opal, rim monolith, we can ring. Nice. Alright, so let's go pedal, opal, play the basalt monolith, play the key, untap the monolith, play 1 ring. Now, they didn't oof us last turn, so hopefully that'll be true for the next turn, or this turn, or every turn in my entire existence. Nope, just instantly oof. So they drew the Zenith. We have to draw like exactly Saga into Ancient Tomb. Sure, I'll go next. Okay, well, we have 3 Dismembers. Do you have to worry about Force of Vigor? Let's just trim key, Basalt. This will stay on 2 grids. It's either 2 or 3. Okay, on the play, we're going to turn 1 ring. And some. Tomb, Monolith, key, another key. Play the opal. I want to be able to play around Force of Vigor. At least a little bit. Because now we can untap it. If they Force of Vigor in response, we can untap it and use it. Although it still wouldn't be enough to ring. I have 6. I guess I just play the 1 ring. Yeah, we play into trap, play around Thoughtseize. Another Monolith. That is exactly the type of draw that we would have benefited from actually using the key. Again, I didn't want to walk into Force of Vigor, but they didn't have it. People do make mistakes, though. Sometimes someone doesn't use something at the right time, and then I'll assume they don't have it because they were supposed to use it, and then they do have it. They just didn't use it. Alright, that's a bird. We're about to draw a million. 2. Play Monolith. Let's draw 3 more. Okay. Draw 4 more. Found a piao. We have an opal. Game is over. Play Salt Monolith. Salt Monolith. E. Untap a Monolith. Untap Monolith. Play Petal. Cast piao, and they'll probably scoop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bloop. How'd we do? Looks pretty good. Cool. Might as well play a grid. Play a Petal. Let's get a Fleshraker in there. Start raking some flesh. Play an opal. We draw another Fleshraker. We didn't. Play key. Flesh be gone. Tap Monolith. Play a Monolith. Play a Monolith. Play a key. And another key. And another key. Another opal. Make a blue. Select that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The heck, I'll play a ring. We'll draw a card. Another grid. Let's untap a Monolith. Let's untap a Monolith. Let's untap ring. Play Mystic Forge. Play Salt Monolith. Obviously we could piao, but just trying to kill them quickly as possible. Play another Fleshraker. Play another grid. Dead. Sweet. And I think we run it back. Honestly feel pretty safe with these 3 dismembers. Glad I didn't go with 2. I think this hand is likely to lose to a Collector Roof. Good against Thoughtseize. Okay if we draw a Monolith. Actually gonna mulligan. Okay, this hand is great. You have 2 Monolith key. Forge. You have a dismember. I guess I just keep the Saga. Because we probably get Thoughtseize, then they take either Monolith or Mystic Forge. And play a Noble Hierarcher. Or Ignoble. Say Force of Vigor is probably the scariest thing. Monolith. Play a key. Untap. They could use it right now. They probably should. Alright. Might be greedy. Like, we have Forge, which they can hit, but if we had a ring, we might just have a trap. But Force of Vigor is pretty bad against 1 ring once it's actually in play. I want to keep a 1 ring. I think so. Since we have Oof covered. Iga. Natural Collector Oof. Okay. Well, let's hope they don't also have, like, a crop rotation. Or Veil of Summer. Let's play Saga. Let's try to kill this Oof. Sweet, we're in. Untap this Monolith. Play this 1 ring. I think I'm actually gonna exile this 1 ring. Fleshraker. I will draw that. Yo, okay. We got some stuff going. bad for us if they re-oof. But we do have a Saga going. They have 4 cards. A lot of scary stuff they could do. That is not one of them. Sweet. Looks like we're probably going to get to bury them. I'll draw this PO. Don't mind that. Ooh. Kinda like Grid. Then I can play Fleshraker. Less worry. Let's untap Monolith. Play Grid. He is great. I don't have to worry about swords. Or anything, really. Una Matata. Alright, let's play Fleshraker. Play Petal. Let the flush raking begin. They're just loaded with flesh over there, so gonna have to do something about that. Play Manifold Key. Let's exile this one ring. Okay, let's untap Monolith for this one. Still want to be able to PO. Let's use the one ring. Opal is perfect. Alright, we'll play Opal. And we will PO for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'll pick up Fleshraker. We'll just leave Grid. Bloop. Play City of Traders. Fleshraker back in. Play Petal. Petal. Opal. For Monolith. There's probably another Fleshraker over here that I should play. No. It's fine. We got enough. I guess I could play a Mystic Forge. We have another PO. I mean, couldn't possibly screw it up at this point. Exile that, why not? Play a Petal. Play this ring off the top. Play the Opal. Choose this one, draw a card. Play a key. Make some mana. Play another key. Play an Opal. Use this one, play a Candy Trail. Pretty good with Mystic Forge. That Tomb out of here. The Assault Monolith on top. Play it. Play the key. And, wow. Where'd all the flesh go? Well, that's exactly how we drew it up. We take those. 1-0, see you round 2. Hey everyone, thanks for making it this far. Just wanted to thank everybody, and if you're looking for more, show you where you can find that. If you go to the description below, you can find all of my links. If you go further down in the comments, you can also find my links, which will bring you to my Patreon, various tiers for Discord access, early access, sideboard guides, donation decks, coaching sessions. You can also check out the podcast within those links, as well as my Twitch, where I do most of my content. You can see the commands that you can use in the chat. Let's say you do dono. You're wondering how to get a link, how to do it. Tells you right here. And the members Discord is within the Storm, MTG Storm community. And of course, it's always going to help if you hit the like and subscribe. So thanks again. Keep storming, y'all. Here we go. Round 2 against Piao. Piao. It's a 1-lander. It turns on Opal, getting us to 2 mana. But that's going to take a good draw. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is excellent. We're going to keep and bottom the PO. We open on Grid? Probably not. Seems cowardly. Punished. Now we're going to get wastelanded. Brutal. Pitching Murktide. Alright, no wasteland. Thoughtseize is also brutal. But assuming you take the one ring here, could take Defense Grid. They took Manifold Key. Didn't see that coming. So, I'm going to play a Grid around Daze. They do have a Daze, and they do use it. That's fine. Alright, Grid is in. Getting Thoughtseized again. And now on any soul land plays a ring. They play a different land. Or a 3-4. They played a fetch land. Does that mean they have like a Murktide and they're just really trying to... And we draw the soul land. Wow. Let's go. Right, ring is in. Assault Monolith. Try to avoid a Bowmasters here. They attack for no reason. Wasteland, sure. I think they're still supposed to hit City. No. Alright. Draw Grim Monolith, which is pretty good. Draw cards. More mana. I have no way of triggering Fleshraker. I think I'll just play Seat, play out a Monolith. Then next turn I can pop off. You get hit here. Not a huge deal. We just don't want to see Bowmasters. Sweet. Go to 10. Go to 8. Draw 3 more. piao is great. Go Fleshraker. Lotus Petal. Break some flesh. Get the petal in. I think I still play Tomb here. Play Monolith. Monolith in. And let's tap Monolith and Seat. Yeah, I still have a guaranteed ring even if I pick up Fleshraker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'll have Monolith plus Petal. Yeah, let's pick up Fleshraker. It's close though. I don't want to pick up Grid. Right, I see some keys. That's good. Let's go Monolith. Another Fleshraker too. Fleshraker. Petal. Break some flesh. E. Break some flesh. Untap Monolith. Fleshraker number 2. Break some flesh. Break some more flesh. Another key. Double raking. One for each hand. They're off it. Having fun though. Alright, alright. Let's play the 4th grid. Little guy doesn't look bad. Playing Nethergoyf and Murktide. Even Leyline wouldn't be bad, but I think I want to play Dismember. That way I can deal with Bowmasters. It hits like all their stuff. Obviously it might miss Murktide. It might miss Goyf in more rare circumstances, but I like it. You can trim Mystic Forge and a key and an opal. Maybe 3 Dismember is excessive. We'll just go 2. The one thing about this deck is you can't trim too much action. Is we really only have like 12 real action spells that actually draw cards. Plus a Candy Trail, plus you have Saga. And then of course Fleshraker sometimes just rakes an obscene amount of flash. Alright, we'll keep. And is reasonable enough. They kept on 7. Probably holding up Consign. Well, Guide's not bad. I'm gonna play out the Otawara. Just play a Candy Trail. Is this what you wanted to consign? This makes me feel like they have 2 consigns. Why would you even think about this otherwise? It's a lot of flesh raking. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep both. I'm gonna put Basalt on top. And I'm probably just gonna put it into play. If they want to counter it, that's fine. But key is not that great unless you have a Monolith. I do like that we can gain life here and that we're not losing life from Ancient Tomb. Well, Double City's a little bit awkward. Well, worst case, we Monolith, they daze it, and then they Wasteland or Otawara. Brainstorm's fine. They find a fetch land. Alright, I think they're just holding up Consign forever. Honestly, I think I'm just going to play Soul Guide and crack Candy Trail. Get this candy in before Bowmasters. And then we're playing around days. Makes their Goyf worse. Makes it harder to cast Murktide. Also, when they do cast it, it'll be smaller. Thoughtseize, okay. I mean, they're just kind of playing scared, right? They're just holding up Consign at all times. It's kind of effective just because our lands are cities. Otherwise, if I had land drops, I'd be happy to just like not do much and make land drops. But we're not really advancing our mana. Tanking on the Thoughtseize. Take the One Ring. Another land. Threatening a Bowmasters. Just slamming a Bowmasters. Okay. Sure. Go to 22. They have 4 cards. Battle's great. Alright, let's play City. Play a Fleshraker. Play a Lotus Petal. Break some flesh. Play Basalt Monolith first. Yeah, we'll play Basalt Monolith first. Plays around double days. I'm gonna force a negation. Pitching Force of Will. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm going to take out this Bowmasters. And we'll pass. I want to stop them from Murktiding. It would be a 4-4. I mean, yeah. Just get it out. Blank of Murktide. Wasteland is brutal. They only have 2 cards. They should probably hit City here so that I can't cast this other Fleshraker that they know about. Alright, so they're showing us they do not have Bowmasters. I guess that's not necessarily true, because you don't even really want to attack, so they could still have Bowmasters. Okay, they just have every piece of interaction that you could possibly have. We can draw a piao. Alright, we need a Saga to get back in this. Or a Soul Land. That could help. They only have 2 cards as well. He could Rake Flesh later on. No, I'm still going to put it into play. 2 cards. One's a Brazen Borrower. Okay. We need, like, Grim Monolith into Ring. That would be good. Another piao. The deck is overall pretty light on action. And we trimmed a couple. And only drawn top end here. Come on now. It's pretty bad too. Oh. Wouldn't be too bad if we had that Fleshraker. They have 3 cards. Yeah, we're probably going to game 3. Can't actually cast Fleshraker. I don't have colorless mana. We're going to go to 1. Attack is the 1. They have 4 cards. I would imagine at least one of them's Fatal Push or Force of Will or a Grid. Well, let's see what they do. Yeah, consign? Sure. Actually going to bring a Mystic Forge in place of a PO. Might actually just be better. We draw cards without drawing cards? Yeah, let's run it. Yes. Yeah. Take this. And fine with opening on Grid here. I'm just passing. Like that. Surely we're going to get Thought Seized. I mean, they could have like a consigned to memory hand. Oh, wow. We are looking pretty good here. We draw a Ring or a Mystic Forge, or even a PO. Bottom to Brainstorm. We draw another Fleshraker. I mean, I also don't hate that. Play 1. Play a Petal. Break some Flesh. Play an Opal. Break some Flesh. Yeah, I'm just gonna dodge Thoughtseize entirely. I'll play the Monolith first, then the other Fleshraker. We do lose out on some potential damage from having another Fleshraker when I cast Monolith, but I think this is better. They played another Goyf. Now we're just drawing Soul Live to, like, anything. Alright, they do have a Fatal Push. Draw a key. Okay, well, play the key. Break some Flesh. I just want to get in with my Fleshraker. Maybe not. Nah. I'll just pass. They've got some stuff to worry about. Like, I could tap Tomb, use a spawn, make Fleshraker unblockable just to get 2 points of damage in, and then block and sack. Actually, I don't even have to do that. They're just not going to attack because of Saga. But then I have to use the 2 tokens to make a thing. Just kind of trading 2 life in that case. And not untapping my Monolith. We also rake Flesh when we put a construct into play. Shuffled. Ponder again. I'm probably digging for a Wasteland. Otherwise, they're pretty dead to this thing. I mean, they're probably dead to Saga even if they do find a Wasteland. Ponder, shuffle, ponder, shuffle. What could be better? Oh. They found the Wasteland or just had the Wasteland anyways. Sure, I'll make a thing. Break some Flesh. I'm just going to untap this Monolith and F6. And my turn. They have no attacks. Any action? Okay. Not great, but I'll take it. Saga. I'm going to make Fleshraker unblockable and just get in for the extra 2. I mean, if they want to chump the construct, that's fine with me. Okay. They go to 10. And I'll pass. Null Rod won't save you now. They need a sweeper. Even then, we have another Saga on deck. And Fleshraker, and we're super live off the top for any actual action. Maybe they got a petty theft. Their best sequence would have been Wasteland, Fatal Push, Fatal Push. It is in fact petty theft. Okay. And pass. Okay. I think I'm gonna untap Monolith using a spawn token. We have no threat on board now. We draw a key. I mean, it's another unblockable thing. It rakes more flesh. Yeah, let's go. Tap Opal, play a key, and get in for 2. They go to 7. And once again, they're staring down some massive constructs. All right, we got them. See you in round 3. All right, here we go. Round 3. We are on the play. This hand is okay. I'll take it. I think I lead on grid. Opponent has mulligan to 5. All right, they kept on 5. Tomb and grid. All right, it is a blue deck. They had a force, but now they're down to 3 cards. So 4 on the draw step. We don't want to see Wasteland. Yep. Okay. Land. Sweet. I will play that one and play a key. Opponent draws up to 4 cards. Swamp. Basic swamp. What did they pitch? Pitched a Tamiyo. Probably Dimir. Another piao. Wishing I had a Grim Monolith or an Opal. Play out another key. Now we're hoping to draw any mana source, preferably a soul land. That would be perfect. But any land would be nice so we can make constructs. Opal, okay. I will take that. I think we just start POing. I guess it's worse against the force. Tough call, but I guess I'll make 1 construct. Then I also get another key, which makes the POs even better. But these POs are going to be insane. Let's make a robot. Untap. Battle's good. Just tap the Saga. I'm actually going to get a Candy Trail. Because if PO resolves, I already have 1,000,000 mana. If this Basalt Monolith resolves. If it doesn't, I'm going to be really unhappy if I get a 3rd key. 1, 2, 3. Bottom this PO. Top the ring. Again, I'm thinking in terms of Basalt not resolving. It did resolve. Okay, so we won the game. Untap Monolith. Tap it again. Untap a blue source. Lay out the petal. Tap the Opal. And Candy Trail is just sweet with PO. You still get value out of it. And we'll bounce everything. Probably scoop. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Our opponent seems to be on Dimir Tempo. So we gotta fight against Tempo again. I'm gonna play the Soul Guide. It's good against Tempo and Reanimator. It's not as though nobody's playing Tamiyo and Reanimator. It's just not as common. Play the Dismembers. And trim on PO. Key. And an Opal. Let's go. I've thought about playing a Waste, so that we have access to a colorless basic for Fleshraker. Alright, this hand, they started on 7. It's got 2 lands. It does have a grid. We're not really going anywhere, but we do have Dismembers. I guess I'm going to keep it. I like having 7 cards. EO. Not the best here. But, I mean, if we wind up getting a Monolith in play, it's going to be pretty good. They're just going to surveil. They leave it on top. Probably getting wastelanded. No, Brainstorm, okay. I'm pretty much going to be happy to draw a land almost at any point. Alright, they find a fetch land. They have 6 cards in hand. Well, there's a Monolith. We'll attempt to resolve a grid. I don't expect it to resolve. Maybe it eats a consign. Worst case, it gets dazed. Whoa. Well, now I'm afraid of Null Rod. Not that many reasons why a grid would just resolve here. Wasteland, okay. Maybe not Null Rod. The Bowman? That's fine. Alright, give me a Soul Land. Come on. Come on, baby. No. I don't think so, Mr. Scapone. Alright, Bowman, out. Well, now any land is a pretty good draw. Second Wasteland would be pretty bad. Like, if we don't get Wastelanded and then we draw a Soul Land, forget it. This game just blows wide open. Another Goyf and a Wasteland. Alright, Soul Land is still a really good draw. Any land is an okay draw, at least. No land is probably game. Ah, okay. Okay. I'm going to take a hit from Nethergoyf. We've got land number 3, so they can use free interaction on our turn. They could use 1 daze or 1 force. We got a 9. Okay. Another threat. Murktide. Petty Theft on Grid. Alright, that's pretty much game. We get a Soul Land? No. But it is a land. They have nothing left. There is a chance. We gotta play Basalt Monolith and get forced. Alright. I mean, that was one of the fears of the hand, right? Like, 2 lands is nice, but when they both only tap for 1, and you don't draw another land, that's game. Run it back. Okay, back on the play. We have lands. Sweet. I like this hand. We've got lands. They're good lands. We have a grid. We have a monolith, and we have multiple pieces of action. They mulliganed once. Let's put this grid on the stack. Alright, they have a force for it. Unfortunate. Pitching a Murktide. Now they got 4 cards in hand. They're gonna Thoughtseize. Yep. Take the Mystic Forge. Sure. Opal's not bad. Let's go Seat. Play Basalt and hope we don't get dazed. We did not. Play out the Opal now. Should I PO? Let's get 2 in there before Bowmasters. Yeah. Probably correct. Get the Opal back in. Soul Guide's not bad. Ponder. They know about City and Basalt. Looking for a real action spell here. Mystic Forge or Ring would be great. No shuffle on the Ponder. Land, they have 3 cards. Hopefully not a Tamiyo. I don't mind Goyf because we have Soul Guide. Another Thoughtseize. Sure. Take the Monolith. And we rip a Mystic Forge. I like that. Let's play Soul Guide. Get one of these. I guess if I had Forcible, Nethergoyf would be smaller. I'm going to play City. I think I want to preserve my life total a little bit. And that Mystic Forge. They have another force, they'll have no cards. They do not. I'm going to leave that. Could draw into it. I think I just want to prevent a Murktide. I guess I didn't have to do it yet. They only had 4 cards. Well, yeah, they could just play a regular land and cast it. They waste our Ancient Tomb. Play another Goyf. So, it's a pretty good spot to be in. Let's exile that. Another Mystic Forge, not great. Let's play Ancient Tomb out. I'm actually just going to play the other Mystic Forge. Nice, we hit an Opal. And let's hope their last card isn't Daze. Saga. No, I'm going to exile. We have Petals and Opals in the deck. Alright, another land. I would say we're favored. We have 2 cards. One's a Surveil land. That's fine. Their other card wasn't useful last turn. It's probably a Fatal Push, but they can't actually push Fleshraker right now. We need Revolt. Oh, Petty Theft? Sure. Oh my god. A lot of Mystic Forges. Exile this one. Key's pretty good. Play the Fleshraker. Play the key. Break some flesh. Petal's great. Play the petal. Another petal is great. Probably gonna die this turn. Saga's not great. I will exile it. EO. It wins the game next turn. What could go wrong from 3 life? I think it's worth exiling this. I'm not even sure that I want to cast PO. If they draw Bowmasters off the top, we're just screwed. Land, bummer. Does make the Brazen Borrower lethal, but we're probably going in down to 1 HP anyways. Although with Bowmasters, that's, we're dead if we go to 1. It's a close one. What do we got? Castable. Play the key. Opal is also great. Tap for Opal. City is not great. Going to exile with Mystic Forge. Otawara, not great. Our last chance. Ooh. That's a hit. Sack. Yeah, I guess I'll play Seat. Lay out that 1 ring. If Bowmasters were dead. Otherwise, this should do it. Be really hard to miss at this point. Now we have protection, so I can tap Tomb. Play Monolith. Find another Monolith. Now, this is one of the reasons you want a lower land count. Can't afford to be missing. Want your Mystic Forge to just keep going. But we have a lot of ways, even at 1 life, to change that now. To change, draw cards. And they died. Second Fleshraker. And Flesh be gone. Oh yeah. Well, that was close. Well, we beat back-to-back Dimir Tempo. We are 3-0 in round 4. All right, here we are in round 4, and I wanted you to see this. Tony rolls a 2. Why so serious? Rolls a 2. Tony rolls a 2. Why so serious? Rolls a 2. Oh, we missed one. Okay, so Tony rolls a 2. Why so serious? Rolls a 2. Tony rolls a 2. Why so serious? Rolls a 2. Tony rolls a 2. Why so serious? Rolls a 3. Okay, what do we got here? We have Petal Saga, an Opal that is not turned on. 2 of them. Yeah, we have them all. Hand is a little better. Still don't love it, but I'll keep. Put the second Mystic Forge down. Wasteland, yeah. That's, it's a scary one. Play this Otawara. I bet you we're playing against Tempo again. Or Reanimator. They're gonna cycle a troll on end step. Classic. Well, it would have been nice if we drew Ancient Tomb and could have slammed a grid. Reanimating? That's easy. Okay. You gonna take grid or 1 ring? Take the grid and wasteland us. We draw a key. Well, I will play it. Cool. Now, Monolith is a great draw, and we have 8 of them in the deck. Grim Monolith would be best. Any land would be fine too. Opal. Battle's alright. I'm going to jam a Mystic Forge. It probably gets countered, but maybe it makes room for this 1 ring. I mean, I'm hoping it's a force, not a daze. Wow. Didn't counter it. Well, I'm going to exile this in case we had an Opal or a Petal. Got him. Nice grab. Oh! The value is just pouring. Petal. Okay, I think we pass. That was wild. Alright, they have it in Tomb. Traxa. Hopefully no Reanimate. Yes, they must be stuck with an Animate Dead and no second land. Or they just have neither. I feel like they do have a force. They want to counter the 1 ring. I would love to find a Monolith. Let me just win. Alright, lots of keys. I don't hate grid. I will play that one. Now they have to force that. Oh, another Opal. I like that. Yeah, this Mystic Forge got out of control quick. There's a force. They did have a daze? They must have just drawn that. There's no way they had that daze before. Wow, we hit a Petal. Play that one, another Opal. Holy mackerel. Alright, that's a land. Let's get rid of it with Mystic Forge. Another land. We have upwards of 4 mana. I say we untap Mystic Forge. We're looking for a Grim Monolith. Basalt is also very good. It probably gets countered. But maybe not. They just forced and pitched a daze. I don't think they had daze last turn. Yeah. Alright, now they're just screwed. Now we can PO. That Monolith. Tap Monolith. Untap Opal. Cast PO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I leave the Mystic Forge. Oh, baby. Alright, let's play another city. Let's lead on grid. Then play can't play Fleshraker yet. Yeah, I gotta play Monolith. Key. Untap the Monolith. Then we play Fleshraker. Then we play Opal. Then play another key. Use that key. Untap Monolith. And play another Monolith. Then we'll play one ring off the Forge. Another Mystic Forge. I'm gonna draw through that. Another Fleshraker. Okay. Yeah, I'll use my blue source for this. That's a Grim Monolith. I'll play key. And they are dead. Untap. Did they scoop? They did. Oh man, was that sweet. Okay. It's Dimir again, except this time Reanimator. Still want Grid. Still want Soul Guide. But I really want Leyline. I don't think I want Leyline against them. It's just so bad with PO and Mystic Forge. I think I just want to focus on, like, getting a... Because if a Grid is in play, I don't care that they make an Atraxa. Soul Guide's efficient enough. I guess I do still have to play a Dismember. Or a couple, at least. Not a couple PO. One key and an Opal. I think I may have finally made the deck that I've been trying to make for, like, 2 years now. I mean, I wound up... I've abandoned, like, this style a number of times. The first time being when I just moved into, like, the iggkrajc shell and played that PO deck, which was really good. Yeah, I'll keep this. We are hoping to draw lands. Per usual, against Tempo. Wouldn't mind drawing a Soul Guide Lantern. Or a Grid. Or wouldn't mind them just not having Wasteland. Candy Trail should actually help here. Help us find what we need. Plus it's just not good enough to Thoughtseize away. Not good enough to counter the perfect card. And I play it instead of Mishra's Research Desk, because Research Desk is not great with PO. Candy Trail is. And though Research Desk is arguably better with Mystic Forge, Scrying 2 is also really good for Mystic Forge, right? Like, you could even argue that Candy Trail is better with a Mystic Forge in play, because you get to effectively change the top upwards of 3 times. Or, I guess, you scry the 2 away, you see a third card, and then drawing a card, you see another. Whereas Research Desk is just the better card. Plus, you can make use of it twice, but it just doesn't really synergize with PO, right? Whereas Candy Trail, you can play it, and it's still in play to pick up with PO, but you get the scry 2. Alright, they did mulligan once. Land go. You draw another Monolith, which is not the greatest. I think I'm supposed to go Saga first, simply because I want to get to Soul Guide as quickly as possible. And, I mean, if they have Entomb Reanimate, then they have it. We don't want either of these. This felt a lot like a draw 2 already. Do they have Entomb? Hopefully they're just cycling a Troll. Oh, they got Entomb. That's an Atraxa. And it looks like they have a Reanimate, or is it a Thoughtseize? Ponder? Reanimate. Alright, we're probably not going to get there on this one. No Wasteland, I like that. We will get to Thoughtseize us, but that's okay, our hand kind of sucks. They can take the key, which is actually pretty good. Or they can just hold up Consign. Thoughtseize, C, Consign, Barrogoyf. They play the C, they cast the Thoughtseize, they took the Mystic Forge. They don't have Consign or Barrogoyf up, but they might just have a counter. Let's play Tomb. I mean, our only chance is just actually getting in under this Consign. Really? I'll play Key. Just resolving. Okay. Untap the Monolith and play Fleshraker. And counter the Fleshraker. Okay. Pitching Murktide. They have 4 cards, one of which is Consigned, one of which is Barrowgoyf. They're about to gain a bunch of life. I mean, we still have plenty of outs here. Though I wish I didn't bottom a Mystic Forge. And surprised they countered Fleshraker. I would have countered Key. But we have a lot of keys in the deck. Alright, because we're getting a key out of the Saga. Maybe you just counter the Monolith to begin with. Tough call. Alright, they're going to hold up Consign. Yeah. Battle. Not great. Making a token doesn't do anything for us. I already have Candy Trail. Tap the Saga. I can get Soul Guide so I can draw. Oh, they're going to consign the Saga. Alright. Now we could rip something here. Let's untap Monolith. And Candy Trail. Dismember. Not that helpful. But if they're out of interaction and we draw something, all it takes is like a ring or a Mystic Forge. PO would be good. We go to 5, they go up to 24. Thoughtseize, that's fine. Put the Dismember? Not really doing anything. Come on, action. Alright. That is action. Might as well tap the Ancient Tomb. Okay, they just have another force. That'll do. We would have exiled the Saga, played the Monolith, Opal, Monolith, and would have had to like untap a key to exile the PO. Key, pedal, dead. Alright. Alright, run the play. Let's run it back. Yes. Sand does not have enough mana. Sand is pretty good. Let's see, I'll keep. Yeah, I'll bottom key. And I will lead on Tomb Grid. They mulligan to 6. Come on, get in. Sweet. Alright, we're probably getting Thoughtseized. See. Thoughtseize, okay. You gotta take Fleshraker here, right? And then we're hoping to draw, like, Monolith. Mystic Forge or One Ring. Fleshraker, yep. Draw. Key. Alright. Makes a Monolith better if we draw it. Also makes PO better if we get to Chapter 3. 5 cards in hand. Another Thoughtseize, sure. There goes the PO. Fleshraker. It's good, but I'm going to make constructs first. I think constructs are too good to pass up here. Too good to pass up. And they've used 2 Thoughtseizes already, so I think it's pretty, odds are pretty low that we had Thoughtseized again. Ponder. If I knew I was drawing Mystic Forge or Ring next, I would probably play Fleshraker, but not even maybe. They could just have Fatal Push. They've already dealt 5 damage to themselves, so that's good. They might Fatal Push a robot here. Nope. Doom is pretty good. So now I get to make another robot and play Fleshraker. I think we just get Soul Guide. Be safe. We'll hit the Daze. It's one more card type out of their graveyard. A Tomb. A Petal. I guess I attack first. Put them to 9. And Fleshraker. Yeah. I don't think Murktide beats us. But I don't think I Soul Guide here. I think the only thing that really beats us is like Entomb plus Animate Dead. Huh, well, they can Surveil Land as Entomb as well. And it is a Murktide. Which again, we could have prevented, and maybe I should have once I saw the Archon, but I still think I just beat Murktide. Plus Entomb. Like, no guarantee I beat Murktide, but it's pretty much guaranteed. They can only block, like if we swing out, they still take 7, they go to 1. And Entomb a card they don't want. Huh. Interesting. And if we play any artifact, they're just dead. Saga. I'm going to play that. I don't want to accidentally make their Murktide much bigger. Yeah, let's just make a construct unblockable. And attack with that one. Put him to 3. And pass. If I activate Soul Guide, right now it makes Murktide an 8/8. Ponder. Like they could Atraxa or put like Entomb for Atraxa, animate. That still wouldn't do it though. Then we could just let it resolve and make our thing unblockable again. Ponder Shuffle. Play a fetch. Fetch. They have 3 cards. They're at 2. I guess if they have another Murktide right now? Does that do it? Because they can Entomb for an instant or sorcery and then cast the Murktide. If I use this right now... Oh man, this is really tough. If I use this right now, and they get... If they have Murktide and I use this right now, their Murktide becomes a 9/9. They can't kill me. If they have Animate Dead, though. Then they make an Atraxa, and they can put me to 1, and then I can't use my Manifold Key. I'm tanking, man. I don't know what to do. I think Animate Dead is more likely. So I think I'm supposed to activate this. Well, let's see. If it is Animate Dead, and I let it go, they animate it, then I can make my thing unblockable. Alright. They have shown multiple Murktides, though. I'm gonna Soul Guide. Now they have a 9/9. I think they have Murktide. They got an Atraxa. It is not a Murktide. It is an Animate Dead, exactly. Oh, boy. Find a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much dead. If we draw a Petal or Opal, we still win. Or if they just don't attack for some reason. They take a bunch of stuff. Oh, Force of Negation. That stops Petal or Opal. So now they have to screw up. Explosives doesn't matter. Don't attack, don't attack, don't attack. They attacked. Oh no, we have Grid in play. So Petal or Opal gets there. Mystic Forge. They would take 6 and gain 6. We attacked. Alright. Yes, I will attack in. They made the correct block. They stay at 2, and we die. GG's. Man, we had multiple spots that had we used the Soul Guide, we would have won. I think I should have used it after they got the Archon, because that would stop Murktide, and then Entomb, Animate Dead wouldn't matter, because we could attack unblockable. We also could have attacked into the Murktide to deal 2 more damage, and not pay 2 life. Which I kind of had that thought after, or like as I was doing it, but I don't know why I did it anyways. Because what that does is it preserves the life that you might need to make yourself unblockable in the turn that it matters, where your opponent has a lifelink guy. Is exactly what happened. Honestly, I think the other plays were probably reasonable, and maybe even correct, but making my 5/5 unblockable instead of just attacking with the team, I think that was wrong. I don't necessarily need 2 guys. I mean, I guess kind of plays into Fatal Push, but not really, because then even my Fleshraker is lethal on an attack. I don't know. That was a crazy game, but we're 3-1. See you in the final round. All right, we are in the final round, and we have a pretty good hand, so we'll keep. Uh-oh. Okay, so Red Prison. Like it. Blood Moon. Sure. Don't love it, but as long as we don't keep drawing Sagas, I think we might be okay here. Play Petal. City. Monolith. I'd love to play Fleshraker, but I don't think I can afford to here. It doesn't really benefit me to do it this turn anyways, so... Alright, they got a 1 ring. It's pretty good. You draw a key. It's very good. Okay, let's go Fleshraker. I'll take key. And untap Monolith. Play another Fleshraker. We could have played Mystic Forge. We're hoping they don't have Fury or Bombardiers, but if it's Bombardiers only, then at least we get 1 Fleshraker. Fury would be much worse. Immediate Fury. Yep. Brutal. Mana number 4. And a Pyrogoyf. Are they going face? Probably not. Yeah, that hurts a lot. Alright, I need a non-saga land, petal, monolith. That works. Let's untap and play a Mystic Forge. Land is a good draw. Do I just leave it? No, I think we have to get a little lucky. Oh, man. Okay. Drawing with the One Ring. They do have sequences that kill us this turn, but it's unlikely. They might have an annoying Chalice, though. Our best bet is they have a non-lethal threat. Not a One Ring, not a Chalice. Maybe it's a Chalice and they're trying to figure out what to put it on. I'm gonna put Chalice on... Nope. It's Pyroglyph. Alright. So we take 6. 2. 4. Good thing I didn't play a Saga. These would be 4/5s. I would have taken 12 instead of 6. Okay. Ancient Tomb, come on. Alright, a Fleshraker. Play that. We still gotta get lucky. No petal. Okay. Well, the odds this Fleshraker survives is incredibly slim. Land. We have 6 mana and 7 cards. We exiled our island. That is terrible for us. And now we're dead. Okay. We'll go game 2. I wouldn't say this is a particularly good matchup. Maybe we can go fast enough. Let's cut the grids. Play Dismembers. I think that's it. I could play Traps, but they're not great. Especially with Mystic Forge. Alright, we're on the play. Now our hand plays a turn 1 Mystic Forge. Okay. We'll be playing into Trap. We can try to play around Trap. Play out our land. The Monolith. Play Key. Untap. Let's jam. Sweet. I want the city. No. I'll take Key. Okay. Alright, so they mulliganed once. Ancient Tomb. Mox. Imprinting a Spirit Guide. And playing a Magus. Sure. Chalice? Chalice, yep. Okay, that's a One Ring. I think we're gonna play. Yeah, let's play Key. Untap and play that One Ring. Draw through the Ancient Tomb. Play the Ancient Tomb. I think I keep the Monolith. If we get value if there's a key underneath it, but Monolith is +1 mana. I think I'll just keep that. This doesn't really do anything. They only have 1 card. Ancient Tomb on top. I'm going to draw through that because I don't mind playing a land. Play the land. Untap Monolith. Play Fleshraker. Play the key. Another key. Let's untap a Monolith and play a Basalt Monolith. And another Basalt Monolith. Then I'll play this key. Play another key. A Mystic Forge. Let's exile that. A piao. That one I want to draw into. Let's untap the One Ring. Draw. Dismember if we need it. Let's untap Monolith. Play a Monolith. Untap the One Ring. Draw. And we'll piao. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, why am I thinking I have blue? Oops. Alright, fine. Kill this Magus. Now we piao. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna leave the Fleshraker and the Mystic Forge in play. Draw a million. Play petal. Oh no, the Chalice. 1, 2, 3. Play another Fleshraker. Play an Opal. Play a third Fleshraker. And dead. Very nice. We want Trap on the draw. I don't even hate it. I don't love it. I'm gonna trim a couple PO because it's really hard to get the blue mana. Trim an Opal and a Saga. Maybe it's just 2 Sagas actually. Keep the Opal. I think Trap is worth it on the draw. Sand is insane though. The problem is Blood Moon makes it less insane. But I'll keep. I think of City. Turn 1 Fable. Okay. We draw another key. I like that. Let's go Monolith. Key. Go up to 4, down to 1. Key again. Oh man, this is hot. This is real hot. Go Fleshraker. Key. Untap Monolith. Play the other Monolith. Mystic Forge has the highest chance of turn one-ing. Well, One Ring is probably just better. Yeah, that's One Ring. Protection, draw card. Did draw an Opal. That would have been real good with Mystic Forge. Damn. Well, I'm gonna play it out. And I'll pass. That's my turn 1. Pretty good. Alright, they cycle through 2 cards. One of which is a Magus, which isn't all that useful now. Basically gotta find Null Rod. Even if they do, Mystic Forge could do some work. This Fury is pretty bad for us, though. I will untap my Monolith. And they have 3 cards left. They're playing a land. Bombardiers, okay. We have protection, so that doesn't do anything. We have 1 card. I think we're in okay shape. Crap, huh? Probably hardcast that at some point. Alright, let's start by drawing with the One Ring. Right, alright. Let's draw more with the One Ring. Okay. Play City of Traders. Play Mystic Forge. Fleshraker's perfect. Let's play Grim Monolith. Play the Fleshraker. Play Petal. Mindbreak Trap, huh? Exile that one. Remember. Play another Opal. Play a Key. Let's play out Basalt Monolith ×2. And let's untap the One Ring. And draw 5. Oh yeah. Go for Candy Trail. So good. That's some candy right there. Bottom. Bottom. Let's crack the Candy Trail. There we go. Go Petal. Petal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scooping? They scooped. Or it's just Moto lag. Or both. Just lag. Play the One Ring. We get protection. Draw. That's a bummer. I can kill Bombardiers or I can hold up Mindbreak Trap, but not both. I only have 1 card. I'm gonna hold up Mindbreak Trap. Discard, see the Synod. We're also holding up Dismember. Something might happen where we just want to cast it. Yep, they get a reflection. Land. Like, I'm worried about... The only thing I'm worried about is Null Rod. I can kill Bombardiers. Obviously, it's annoying that they can kill Fleshraker. It just... I don't think it's reason enough to tap out of Trap here. Yep. That's fine. And we have protection, so we don't take damage. We'll find another Fleshraker, it's fine. Okay. My turn. Go to 16. Exile that land. Another One Ring. Let's draw. Another Mystic Forge. Let's tap City. Play another City. Use Key to untap the One Ring. A 3. That's a PO. Make a blue. Play an Opal. Untap the One Ring again. Draw 4. Another PO. Untap the One Ring again. Draw 5. I'd really like to just find a Fleshraker, but I guess it's not going to happen. Play Monolith. Play Key. Tap the One Ring. There it is. Play Fleshraker. Play Fleshraker. Play a spell. Alrighty. Finished off with a convincing 4-1, and by that I mean the match that we lost, we definitely could have won. Like I did make a mistake. It would have made the game a little bit different, I think, so I don't think there's like a guarantee, but this felt extremely powerful. It's really fast. Obviously, there's certain things that will just shut it down, but it does have some resilience. You have the usual, that being Saga, but also Fleshraker. Even in the face of a Null Rod, with a Fleshraker and a Mystic Forge in play, you can still kill them. But we definitely give Tempo a hard time. That is for sure. And we're pretty darn fast. So, I loved it. I think this has felt the best out of any of the, like, blue Mystic Forge decks that I've tried to make. So I will definitely be playing this more on stream. In fact, unless you're a YouTube member on Patreon, you won't see this until Monday. I'm recording this on Tuesday. So you'll probably see me play it on stream if you watch the stream, because this is sick. I'll probably be jamming it on Thursday. Well, yeah, I hope to see you on the stream. Thanks for watching. Keep on storming. See you next one.